Is hey, so the votes are in, and it's 50-50 for the second poll, and I I was pretty much gonna make this either way, to be completely honest, because if this is going to be my last Lone Star host, I want it to be this one. So um as we all know, well, not all of us, but if if you've ever watched 911 Lone Star, this boy is TK, right? He is the captain's son, who is Rob Lowe. Owen Strachan played by Rob Lowe, who was also Simba and the Liger. So for the first like 3 episodes, all you could see was a lion playing firefighters. Anyway, so TK had a lot of trouble with he had a lot of trouble with his family and his life in general. So when he was a kid, his parents would argue, and mine did and still do. But my parents have never divorced or anything, so I guess I have it better than TK does. He here's everyone's headcanon, and I pretty much think it's real. He probably got bullied in school because he was gay, but his like TK himself as his actor came out as bisexual, and I am full on going to support him on that, because 4 of my friends are lesbian, and I am so okay with that. I support them the whole way. But this isn't about let's go on anyway. So all the fans are supporting him on this, and I'm one of them, so of course I'm going to support him. Like, if one of my friends came out as gay or lesbian, I'd be there for them, because it's just who they are, and we should, appreciate them for who they are. But TK, he had a hard life. His parents separated when he was 7, but mine have never separated. Yeah, they argue a lot, but they've never separated. TK also has a close relationship with one of his 2 parents. His close relationship is with his dad. Meanwhile, mine is with my mum. He doesn't have a close relationship with his mum at all, and I don't have a close relationship with my dad. Yeah, my parents live under the same roof as me, but I don't have a close relationship with him. Not as much as my siblings do. For a while, I couldn't even call him Dad. I called him by his name, because he just wasn't much of a dad to me, until I told him how I felt, and he said he'd try to be a better dad to me. And he has, in fairness. So last night I decided, let's binge watch 911 Lone Star. And it was last night that I realised I had all these similarities with TK. Close relationship with one parent, the other one is just distant. I mean, my dad lives here, sure, but I was distant with him for a long time. Since I was 7. Just like TK. I mean, I can relate to this boy so much. His parents argued all the time. He has a close relationship with one of 2 of them. I understand pretty much everything he went through. I understand it. I mean, I know you guys don't care about Lone Star, because you just don't. All you want is a story of Loner. All you want is other content, but nothing to do with 911 Lone Star. Meanwhile, it's my favourite show. And it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. I want to talk about that, but this is not this video. If it is my last 911 Lone Star video, I want it to be this. So there's no talking about something else. It has to be this and this only. So yeah, I pretty much relate to everything TK has. I mean, if you look in season 1 episode 8 at the start of it, he looked like he was gonna cry. And I cried so many times when my parents argued. One time, they were arguing downstairs, and it was a school night, I think it was anyway. And I was lying in my bed, and I could hear them arguing downstairs. And then I went into my sister, and I was clutching onto Kion for dear life. That is, no, never mind, it doesn't matter. But I was clutching onto Kion for dear life, and I was crying at this point, and I said, I want them to stop arguing. I don't like it. I just want it to stop. And my sister was like, it has nothing to do with you. You're okay. It's between them, and it has nothing to do with you. And she said, go back into your room. It's okay. Just cuddle Kion, cuddle whatever toy you want to cuddle, and just try to go to sleep. So I did, and then I was still there cuddling onto Kion, crying, and then I heard my mum crying, which made me even worse. I went back into my sister's room, and I was crying. My brother could hear me, and he came out of his room and he said, do you have headphones? Do you have your phone or tablet to listen to music? And I said, yeah. He said, just put on some music, put in your headphones, and then try to go to sleep. And I went to sleep listening to Lionsgate songs because they're my forte. Everybody loves Lionsgate. But TK probably did cry a lot when his parents argued. I think he did, to be completely honest. TK has had so many problems during his life. One, probably not being accepted for who he was at all. His actor, Ronan Rubinstein, even said that where he came from, LGBTQ+, I think that's how you say it. I'm just going to double check because I'm going to go back onto the article because I don't know if I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. LGBTQ, yeah, community are just not welcome to where he's from. That's what the article itself says. And that makes me feel so sad because you should be accepted for who you are, no matter who you are, who you like, or anything. I don't understand people who are racist. I don't understand people who don't like gay or transgender people. And here's me supporting Paul, supporting TK, supporting Carlos all the show and rooting for him. Because I'm like, go on my gay boys, because they're Carlos and we love him. And then Paul, I respect for him because he finally, he was finally himself, you know? He came out to be who he was, and that's amazing. I mean, that's amazing. To anyone who thinks they're gay or bisexual or lesbian or whatever, be proud to be who you are. I mean, I learned that the hard way. When I was being bullied and told I was nothing. Then when I transferred... When I transferred school, people accepted me. I told them about how I'm obsessed with the Lion Guard, but did they tell me that I was off my game? Yes. Because that's what I am, in fairness. Did they judge me? Silently, maybe, but they never said it to my face. Most of them accepted me. And that made me feel amazing. I haven't felt like, I never had that feeling before. And I learned that it's okay to be who you are, no matter who you like, what gender you are, what feelings you have towards people. That's okay. I mean, I'm straight, so I don't know what it's like to be gay or anything, but I know for a fact that you should be who you are no matter what. I know that for an absolute fact, and if you can hear background noise, that is my mum laughing her head off. Yeah. So, I just have, like, TK's been through so much. At this point, I don't blame him for going on drugs, because my headcanon is, I made this in one of my fan fictions, called Random 911 Lone Star short stories that come into my head on Wattpad. Read it if you please. I don't mind, whatever the hell you want to do. And she is laughing very loud right now. You can probably hear her. Anyway, so my headcanon is that TK came out to his dad when he was 12, and and Owen told him that he would always love TK no matter what. 3 years later, he came out to his mom, and she lost it. And then that night, because of what she said, he felt this is the best thing to do, to take opioids, which are drugs. And that's my headcanon of how he became addicted to them. And he almost died that night, so yeah. Anyway, sorry. Asthma and stuff, yeah, anyway. So that's like, one side of me can't blame him for, getting in for taking drugs because of his mother not accepting him for who he was. And it's not fair to hate your child because they're not straight. I mean, I don't understand the parents who are like that. I mean, if my child turned out to be gay or lesbian or bisexual or anything, I'd be there to support them the whole way. And yeah. So if there's anything I've learned about life, it's good to be who you are. Don't bottle anything up about yourself. When you're meeting new people, try to be yourself. Don't try to hide anything, and they'll accept you for you eventually. Did I get accepted straight away when I first went to my old primary school? God, no, they hated me with a passion. But when I moved, did they all accept me no matter what? Yeah. Eventually you'll find people who will accept you, who will be friends with you. I mean, I have a friend group right now. I'm the mentor of the friend group, but we don't talk about that. And yeah. So, again, me and TK are kind of alike. He, close relationship with one parent, not the other. Parents arguing, wishing for it to stop, probably crying at a few points, praying for it to stop. I can relate to him on so many levels. And yeah. So please, guys, promise me this, that you'll always be who you are and you won't hide anything. Like, let's say if you're lesbian or gay and you haven't come out to your parents yet, take all the time you need. Like, if you're about, like, 13 or whatever, take all the time you need, but eventually come out to them, be who you are. Don't try to bottle it up, because, yeah. So, I don't really know what I was saying there. My mom called me, so that's great. But anyway, no matter what, you should be who you are. You should continue to love what you love, watch what shows you like or love, or, just do whatever makes you feel happy. Be true to yourself and be who you are, because that's the best thing you can do. You should never be afraid to be who you are. You are who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. I should know. I always felt like I was a freak, but I'm not, because sometimes it's okay to be a freak because you're cool, by being you. So, yeah. You're cool no matter who you are, what you like, or anything. You're cool just by being true to yourself, okay? Believe me when I say that. I've been through so many things just like TK has. It's cool to be yourself. Anyway, guys, I guess that's gonna be it for this video, and I just want to read the votes one last time. For the first one, thank you so much to the 6 people who say I should keep posting about 911 Lone Star. And thank you for the 60% of people saying I would love to see you explaining why you love TK and Relate. And yeah, thank you guys. And I guess I'll see you in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.